This is Dumbed Down Life number 96.
And I don't quite know why I'm here anymore. And I don't know if I belong. It's been so long since I've been gone. And here I'm standing at your door today, praying it's not too late. Out of sight, out of mind, will you take me back this time? I don't think that I can walk alone in life. Was I wrong, out of line? 'Cause I had to question why. Yeah, I couldn't see it, couldn't believe it. You were there before my eyes, before my eyes. I never thought that you would bring me to my knees. And every day it's like the one when you left me. Even though I tried, I just can't make myself right. Yeah, why must you lose everything to find out what you need? Out of sight, out of mind, will you take me back this time? I don't think that I can walk alone in life. Was I wrong, out of line? 'Cause I had to question why. Yeah, I couldn't see it, couldn't believe it. You were there before my eyes, before my I didn't mean to turn away, I swear I've changed. Fate replaced the things that I could not explain. I am naked, stripped of armor. All I got to give to you is my heart. Will you take me back this time? Yeah, I don't think that I can walk alone in life. Was I wrong, out of line? 'Cause I had to question why. Yeah, I couldn't see it, couldn't believe it. You were there before my eyes, before my eyes. Whoever said that there's a start or there's an end? And could it be this is how it's always been?
So this is Dumbed Down Life number 96, and that was Alexx Calise with Out of Sight. Good evening, Darren.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm tired.
Tired.
Next door neighbours decided to lay a carpet at 10 o'clock this morning. It's ridiculous.
How inconsiderate are they?
How inconsiderate. I mean, who goes to bed? Who stays? No, I don't know. Brain's not working.
Well, maybe this is not the best time to ask you this question then, but you're a user of Ubuntu, correct?
I think so.
I think
Sometimes.
so. Now, Ubuntu release a new release every 6 months to sort of growing fanfare, actually. And they call it funky things, don't they?
They do.
Like Paranoid Android or whatever it was. Oh, no, that's a Radiohead album, sorry.
It's normally an alliteration, I think it's called, where it's two words that start with the same letter.
Perfect Penguin.
Perfect Penguin, jaunty something. Again, memory's not working right now. So
Jaunty jalopy.
I can't remember what it is. But yes, they do.
Well, apparently they're not going to do that anymore.
Oh,
Ubuntu is to become a rolling release, where they're going to do daily updates.
ooh,
Now, Mark Shuttleworth, I don't know very much about Ubuntu, but is Mark Shuttleworth sort of one of the head guys?
yes.
But he's recently told reporters that they're likely to move to a daily update schedule, just so they can keep up to date with rapidly changing and increasing complex software and hardware landscape.
Well, the thing is, just the same as any other popular operating system, you still get the updates come through, can be on a daily basis as they are required. Um, I am not quite sure. I'll have to read the article because I'm not quite sure what they mean by daily updates. Because certainly at the moment, you have a point 4 and a 0.10 release. The latest version um, being 1.0 because it's released in October and April. Now, if they're going to a daily release, I wonder if that simply means they're changing the number on a daily basis whenever there's an update. No, I'm not too sure now, and I shall have to check up on that and get back to you, sir.
Yeah, we'll look at that again in a couple of days and see if you can make more sense of it.
Well, I do tend to find that with Ubuntu, they release twice a year, and therefore you can work a schedule around it. That they've got every 4 years they release what's called an LTS or a long-term support version. So this year, April's was the long-term support release. So 10.4 is the long-term support, which is what they would recommend that corporations use, because that is what they will refer back to. And if you were to have installed 10.10 and have problems, then the first recommendation may well be go back to 10.04 because it's a supported version.
So would that be sort of in sort of Windows speak? That would be the difference between XP and XP Service Pack 1.
No. If anything, with Windows, it's the opposite. With Windows, if you've got a problem, then the first thing they're going to say is, well, have you got the latest service pack? Have you got the latest update? With this one, they will have a 10.4 as the main supported version. There will be patches to the 10.4, but the patches combined won't necessarily make your system the same as a 10.10.
Right.
10.10 will have new sparkly bits and perhaps different device drivers that might be the cause of a problem, but they won't be fully certified until the next long-term support release.
Oh, I see.
That model may well be what's changing. I don't know. I'll have to have a look into this and I'll find out myself, because that's going to be quite a big impact on the way that Ubuntu works. But Ubuntu currently, just say, do the biannual. No, biannual's every 2 years. They do the twice a year release, and Apple are similar with their. You know that Apple are going to have a keynote speech, and it'll be something every year. Microsoft, you don't really hear about that often, unless there is something.
They tend to do something when they have something big to talk about, rather than a regular scheduled thing, don't they?
I think they have a regular scheduled thing, but because they don't often release anything new and inventive, whatever the word is. Innovative, that's the one. Because they don't often release anything new and innovative, then it tends to be like the very few actually make the press, and it's normally the antics of Steve Ballmer that actually make the news rather than the devices themselves.
I'm driving this car as fast as I can. I've come so far, I could do it again. Got all he knows I've tried 1,000 times to make dreams come true. Now there's nothing left for me to do, and it feels like I'm naked here with you. It feels I'm naked, and I can't pretend no more, and I just can't fake it. Driving this car as fast as I can. I've come so far, I could do it again. Walking down the same old streets, going home to the same old things. Overexposed and overwrought, standing right here. I'm naked here with you. Feels I'm naked here with you. I'm naked, naked. I'm naked, and I can't pretend no more, and I just can't fake it. I'm naked here with you. It feels I'm naked here with you. I'm naked, and I won't pretend that I can't fake it. And I won't pretend that I can't fake it. And I won't pretend that I can't fake it. And I can't pretend no more, and I just can't fake it. I'm driving this car as fast as I can.
And that was Kalliopi with the song Naked. I had to revise what I said there because, and that was Kalliopi Naked. Still doesn't sound right, even though I only said it at the weekend, Lance.
Well, I'm sorry, I haven't had time to listen to the shows.
You haven't had time to listen to two 15-minute shows.
Do you want to know where I am on my podcast list? I'm on the Bugcasts Day 14 podcast daily thingy.
Who's the one who's just woke up?
Well, me actually. Yeah, I'm quite a long way behind, and I've yet to listen to it. So I guess you played it at the weekend, then, did you?
I did play it at the weekend, but it is a fantastic song, so I don't mind that we've played it again, and we shall certainly be playing it again and again and again.
It's going to be one of
Probably
those Blake Morgan, maybe
Baby
I'm
on
amazed
You
songs,
keep
isn't
calling
it?
it Baby I'm Amazed.
I do. I don't know why.
So, excuse me, voice is finally doing the morning breaking thing. What was your first computer, sir?
An Auric 1.
An Auric 1? Do you still have it?
No,
Ah.
unfortunately.
Do you know how much it cost?
I haven't a clue. Not a lot, I would imagine.
One of the first Apple computers,
Yes.
of which there were only 200 ever made, was originally, and this is something I've only just found out, was originally sold for $666. If that's not the sign of the devil, I don't know what it is. It was originally sold for $666 when it was first introduced in 1976. Shame it couldn't have been 66 because that would have been like six crazy.
Yeah.
And it sold at auction this week for £133,000.
Wow. So, what sort of processing power did this behemoth have?
Damn it! I knew you were going to ask that. No, it doesn't say. I think we're safe to say it probably won't load iTunes.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd be most surprised if it'll even play an MP3.
Wow. Is it 1976?
1976.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've just done a very quick look for the Auric one, as you asked me how much it cost. And it came out in August of 1982, and it was the first colour computer under £100.
I always thought that was the Spectrum.
Well, it had a 16K and a 48K version.
Sounds very similar to the Spectrum.
Yeah, so it would appear, but the Spectrum doesn't say. I guess it must have come out before the Spectrum.
But Spectrum may well have been 83, I think. Might have been.
Yeah. Or maybe the Spectrum was over £100. This says the first colour computer under £100.
Yep. And I'm not really familiar with the Auric. Was that one of those ones again where you had the main language was BASIC and you typed in?
Yep. Oh yes.
The games from the magazines.
Magazines. That's it. Yes. Yeah. We quickly progressed to the Acorn Electron from that.
Oh, how far we've come!
Yes. I never did have a Spectrum.
No, ZX81 Spectrum.
Sorry, no, I had a
Commodore.
ZX81, yes, but I didn't have the Spectrum.
Well, ZX81 would have been before the Auric.
Yes. Ooh, so that might have been my first computer. Wow, yeah. Yeah, it must have been the ZX81.
And again, we've totally failed to avoid technical and computer-related stories. So Dave is probably the only person who's left listening. We did mention Ubuntu, so that will keep him happy.
And we've mentioned his the Bugcast.
We mentioned the Bugcast as well. Yeah, oh dear, this is just the Bugcast promotion show.
Yep, the Bugcast, thebugcast.org. It's a great podcast. Go listen to it. There you go, Dave. We've done the whole shebang for you.
I think it's only fair. I think he's mentioned us more than a few times.
Like every show, actually.
Apparently, we've got some kind of a streaming server that we
that
let
allows
him
you
use.
to broadcast live or something. Yeah, I mean, who'd want to do that?
Who'd want to do that? Right, and it's time for us to say goodbye to all our family.
And Dave.
MICKYMOUSE. No,
Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse.
because we are a Mickey Mouse podcast.
I'll see you tomorrow, Darren.
Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
You can call the Dumbed Down Life crew on 07092 274 759.
You can follow us on Twitter. Our account name is dumbdownlife.
The email address is ddl.podshow@gmail.com. The website address is www.dumbdownlife.com. Mouse, Mickey Mouse, forever let us hold our banner high. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-C.
See you real soon.
K-E-Y.
Why? Because we like you.